Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Lampworking 101.98. Today we're going to make my favorite pasta, the fusilli. I love fake food, especially when it is done in a sculptural, artistic way. The fusilli has a beautiful curl to it and the glass really lends itself well to this shape. This bead only took about 15 minutes to make, so it can happen really quick. And you can really build up a lot of these. You can have a whole bowl full of this fusilli glass. So on that note, we're going to get right into it. As always, I hope you're all doing safe and well out there. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time in the dungeon. All right, we're going to start this bead out by really heating up the mandrel. It's super important that the whole mandrel is nice and warm all the way up and down the length of it, because what I'm going to do here is make my first curl, and everything is going to follow the same curl. So this beginning part is important. So we're going to drop the glass on the mandrel, and immediately I'm starting to wrap further out. Okay, so I'm creating the spiral right here as I twist and turn the mandrel. At the end, just cast off and then immediately go back in and heat everything up so it really holds on well to the mandrel. And you'll see everything just kind of get a little softer. And that's the beginning of our fusilli. And I'm going to go ahead and put another wrap down here of the same color. This is the carrot red sparkle, I believe it is, a Vetrofond color, but I just love this color and it just works beautifully in the flame when it's hot. So I'm going to go ahead and follow that same curl all the way down, and when I get to the end, sometimes I'll pull that little edge down a little bit, but the ends can get very sharp, so you want to be careful there. And again, what I'm going to do is heat all the way up this spiral. You want to make sure that it doesn't touch itself, that it just stays nice and soft at this point. Now I have a, what is that? A graphite rod that is helping to kind of, keep things straight for me there. Now we're going to add our second color, which is a wrap of the gold ruby. And this looks great on top of this orangey sparkle color too. At the very end here, I might just pull down a little bit of that glass just to help get it going further to the mandrel. And every time I add a wrap, I go right back to the beginning again and get that first bit hot where I first start the wrap. So that's really important because you don't want this to crack while you're working on it. And if it's going to crack, it will crack right here at the beginning, because you want to, you don't want to forget about it. You know what I mean? You want to keep it nice and warm the whole time. But as you're working your way down the spiral and getting bigger and bigger, it takes more and more time. So this color is that cherry shake. I don't really like it, but I thought, might as well give it a try again and see how it works in this bead. And again, heating all the way up and making sure that you get that first half nice and warm again. I'm going to turn it around and just pull those edges down a little bit more and give everything a nice happy heat. I love to see this in the flame heating up. This is just so satisfying for me, I must say. Okay, so we're going to finish this up with our final wrap of the sparkly red carrots, orange again. And as this bead gets bigger and bigger, and it happens fast, what I'm doing is I'm kind of wiggling my color rod, and it just helps to heat it up a little faster. I'm not really good at just holding the glass in the heat and then turning it. The rods can be a little bit bigger, so I just give it a little bit of a twist to keep it going. But you want to do a full curl all the way from the beginning to the end. And then I'll go back in and reheat that beginning half and just get everything nice and warm again, and make sure that none of these wraps are going to fall off. So to kind of finish things off here at the end, what I wanted to do was just put a little bit of the bubblegum pink on one end and then on the other end. But first I'm going to just heat that little dot up and flatten it down. And then I will go ahead and do the same thing on the other end. And this really just kind of helps to hide any sharp areas, and I kind of like the way it looks. You don't have to do this. This is really optional. You can finish the curl off naturally if you want to, but I thought this would be a fun, a little extra something to add to these beads. And I'll just go ahead and put a little tiny dot of the gold ruby on top of the bubblegum pink there. And that's it. We'll be done. All I have to do now is just heat everything up real nice and make sure that it's all stabilized before I put it away. So I'm going to get my torch a little bigger here and just give everything a nice overall heat. And we are now done with our Fusilli glass pasta. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's so much fun. I know it's quick, but I just love it, and I couldn't not share. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.